How do things feel in the market today? It's really hard to read. So I sympathise with buyers because I get conversation after conversation at so many open homes from buyers trying to establish and, clear a pathway through so that they can actually understand what's going on in the market. And the same applies for vendors. So what I've found to be true currently in the winter market in Melbourne, in Bayside, Melbourne, is that properties perform well that are move-in ready. I hate the word turnkey, but turnkey properties. So you can move in, nothing needs to be done. Even if the renovation is, 15, 20 years old and it's not a current renovation, buyers are responding really well because they can afford to pay top dollar for a property rather than having to think about, well, who's the builder or carpenter or plumber or electrician that I need once I've purchased and moved in that can do some work, because people can't afford that these days. What isn't performing well are the homes that are not quite move-in ready, quite dated. There's a particular group of buyers that love those sorts of properties, and unfortunately there's few of them on the ground, because they're the ones that are themselves, they're a tradesperson and therefore they're able to see a renovation and the one that they can afford to do and that they perhaps don't have to go to the bank and borrow more money for. So they are performing well, but they're tougher and you typically don't get as many buyers to that type of property. The third class I would call is land. And if you can afford to buy land and you can hold on to it and you can afford the taxes now associated with holding land, then that would be the best class of property to buy other than a move-in ready home if that's what you're looking for. Because we are at the bottom of the market and my goodness, the price of land these days is really, really affordable no matter where you look. And as I said, if you can afford to hold it, that is a really terrific strong buy, because in 5 to 10 years time, my goodness, the capital growth on that will be quite large. So very little has come to market in the last 7 days across Bayside. It's been really, really quiet. And the other thing, which is quite extraordinary, there's 2 auctions in Hyatt today. There's none in Hampton, Blackrock, Sandringham or Beaumaris. None. So as professionals selling residential property, we really thought this winter would be quite strong. Last weekend and the 2 prior to that were incredibly strong. Buyers were out in force, brand new buyers. And now this weekend, it's been a little quieter. So I can sympathise with you if you're out there trying to buy or you're not sure whether you should sell or not. It's a little bit tricky out there. But as I said to you, there's a recipe that we follow and traditionally and typically it works really well. So if I can help you, whether you're thinking of buying or whether you are contemplating what to do, whether you should sell or hold, always on the other end of my phone to chat. I hope you have a really successful weekend ahead. Stay warm in that horrible wind and we'll chat again soon.